morning. I want to thank you for stopping by to watch this video. But before we get started, there are some production notes that I want to share with you that may be of interest. This was a dry, burned out area, but one that was recovering. It was a hard hike, not in terms of mileage, but in terms of the ground was extremely dry, and the trails were basically trails made by the outfitters. So you're on horse trails almost the entire time. I keep mentioning the dates every time I start up a new clip because sometimes sorting between GoPro and the Sony a6 5000 cameras gets problematic when you're moving the files off of the discs. Sometimes the dates get changed. Also with the stills, when you modify them in Lightroom, I solved this problem by doing a batch renumbering 1 through X before I started any modification, and that seemed to have helped quite a bit. The description of the route and map used was omitted from this version and included as a companion video. It's one thing I like to do when I'm watching someone else's video, is to know exactly which trails they're on. Sometimes when people make their videos, they're kind of cryptic on exactly where they are and the time and dates that the videos were taken. Anyway, my routes are described in depth on the companion video using the Forest Service map 2016 that I used on caltopo.com. The rivers we encountered were very low and fishing was problematic. I recommend you check first with the Forest Service office or local outfitters for your best fishing opportunities. I used a 25,800 milliamp battery during what turned out to be only an 8-day trip. I used it into day 9 at our campsite, which is not covered in this video, on the Buffalo River, which flows right next to Turpin Meadow campground, which has free dispersed camping. So I used this and it worked fine. At the end of the trip, I still had 2 lights out of the 4 lights on here. Another thing I did to save weight is I used this little mini tripod. I used it at night. I set it down in the trail. I sat next to it on my chair, and I used my Sony a6 500 for the night shots, the night Milky Way shots, using the remote shutter app on the Sony camera, which allowed me to just look at my iPhone and make exposure and ISO adjustments as I was taking the photos. It's a neat app, and it's almost like cheating. Got ahead of schedule by skipping 2 0 days, and that was one of the things that led us to hike out early. The other being the smoke. We weren't sure it was smoke at the time, but as you can see in the last day and a half, it was kind of hazy, and it was hard to correct on the video. But that was smoke from the California wildfires. When we packed up and drove back to Pinedale, Wyoming, to watch a rodeo and do a little sightseeing on our way back to Salt Lake City, the smoke was so bad that you couldn't even see the Teton Mountains as we were driving through Jackson. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. Today is Thursday, 13 August 2020, and we're at the Turpin Meadow trailhead in the Teton Wilderness, Wyoming. We're headed out for a planned 10-day backpacking trip where we're going to hike up, basically following a river network up to Two Ocean Pass, and then up to the southern border of Yellowstone at Bridger Lake, and follow that back on down through another circuit. There's 5 of us here, all flew in from Virginia, and it's taken us a couple of days to get here due to logistics, and we're excited. The weather forecast is fantastic, maybe even on the warm side. There's no rain in the forecast. The wind is blowing pretty hard right now, or it's rather breezy. So we're looking forward to a great trip. All right, we're at the North Fork of the Buffalo River. Just getting started on the trail. Kind of sandy. See what happens up here.
Where are you headed, folks?
Bridger Lake, ultimately.
Oh, okay, you got the track on.
Yeah.
Good. Another day in paradise.
That's right.
It's about 1 o'clock, 13 August.
Up in New England, that's what they called a meadow. It was a marsh basically that dried up in summertime, and that's where you hay. A meadow.
So this is your first spot you're talking about, Phil?
All right, this is part of the Mud Lake area. Today is still Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, what is today? Wednesday, 13. No, I'm sorry, today is Thursday, 13 August, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Same mud area, Mud Lake area. More of this Mud Lake drainage area. There's a little stream there.
Sure to smile.
It's Thursday, the 13th of August. It's 6 p.m. and this is our campsite in a meadow on the South Fork of the Buffalo River. That sound you hear is the raging river. Let's walk down there and take a look. Here's our little entry to the water. We're going to be on the left-hand side. We're not crossing it. We're heading north tomorrow. Really beautiful. Bacon, Daddy, and Blades. So what do you guys think of the Teton Wilderness so far?
Awesome.
Love all the greenery, the mountain ranges,
All the flowers
the
are
people.
blooming.
Real enjoyable. Nice campsite by the creek. get ready to make some dinner.
This is sled D, or sled dog. So what did you think? What do you think of the Teton wilderness so far?
It's beautiful. Unbelievably beautiful. Ask me again tomorrow after we do 7 miles.
All right. And there's Gunny. We're all getting ready to start dinner here.
Close to dinner time.
So what did you think of? What's your opinion of the Teton wilderness so far?
So far, nice. It's different than being above tree line right now. So, a lot of trees, a little
Yeah.
dusty, a little dry.
Yeah, our last half of the trail today was basically flat.
Yeah.
Going through meadows with lots of flowers, so. Okay. Okay, good morning. Today is Friday, 14 August 2020. It's about 10 minutes after 10. We just left Camp 1. The weather was beautiful last night. It did get rather chilly, got down to 39. And I was pretty cold because I only brought my 30-degree quilt. Everybody else was toasty. So we got a short day today, well, just under 5 miles, and another forecast of sunshine and another beautiful day in the Teton wilderness. Everybody wave!
You're still smiling.
All right, today is Friday 14th. It's 11 o'clock. We're an hour out of our camp. We've gone over about 1.5 miles, and we're taking our first break out of a hill that's 7880. It's a burnout area, and we'll talk to you later. It's still Friday the 14th. This is one large meadow. I don't know if it's North Fork Meadow. I have to look at the map, but this is gigantic. And the North Fork of the Buffalo River is right on our right there. You can't see it from here, but it's right in there, right below that hill. All right, it's 1:20 on Friday. We've reached campsite 3. We're a day ahead of schedule, actually, though. Walking across this valley up here for 2 hours. South Fork Meadow.
Very picturesque. I like the pools better. Big pools.
Okay, we finally made camp above North Fork Meadow. You see how beautiful it is. You see the river down there, North Fork of the Buffalo River. We're up on a side of a hill, and we've got a little stream crossing, and I'm headed down there now to get some water. Flip it over here real quick. You can see Paul's tent on the side there, and you see Jen standing up in the back. Not much, but it's in the sun, so that means we can dry off, get our tents pretty dry when the sun comes up. Hey, good morning. Today is day 3, technically day 4 because we're ahead of schedule. And we're packing up, and it is Saturday, August 15th, 2020. We're in our campsite at the north end of the Meadows. I can't recall the name of it, I just got up. And we've got about a 5.5 mile hike. We're going to gain about 1,000 feet in elevation today, and we're headed up to Two Ocean Pass. The weather's fantastic. It's blue skies again. Forecast upper 70s. The low last night was 37, and that was right before we had breakfast when the sun was coming up. All right, we'll talk to you later. Now we're starting our uphill. The Meadows behind us, Two Ocean Pass, and all of a sudden we're getting these beautiful wildflowers. We're at about 84, and it is about 10 o'clock. So we've been walking about 45 minutes. Our high point today is around 87, I think. Okay, it's still Saturday, the 15th. We're about 86, 85, 60, and it's going on 11 o'clock. Looks like we're starting to head down, but I think we may have one little more up-diddy before we get to the river basin. Here he comes.
Looks like it's running now.
Sometimes it freezes up and I have to take the battery out.
Huh.
Still Saturday, the 15th?
I don't know, their packs are pretty big.
And it's, what time is it?
12:05.
12:05.
Just the part about a Catholic school they were attending?
Yeah, Wesley Catholic or
Yeah,
something.
I heard that.
Western Wyoming Catholic College.
With your language?
Well, we're here at Camp 3, Two Ocean Pass, and we're all settled in. Was a beautiful day today. It got a little warm, but not as warm as it had been, probably mid-70s. Nothing too much to report from the way up here. We can't seem to find the parting of the waters section where the creeks actually go left and right. It seems like the Meadow is draining the primary creeks, so unfortunately we didn't get to see a lot. So we're wrapping up today, and tomorrow we're going to go ahead and head on up to Bridger Lake and have our 0 day back-to-back up there so we can do some fishing. Sunday the 16th, about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're just leaving Two Ocean Pass. I gotta tell you, Two Ocean Pass ain't too much to write home about. It appeared to us that all the streams were running in the same direction. Oh well.
I don't know if you want to go without. No, I do not.
Wave.
Oh,
He's like, nope, I ain't doing it today.
Good morning. Today is day 4. We're headed out of Two Ocean Pass, which was anticlimactic. And we're just past the Meadow and our first big stream crossing. Okay, good morning again. Today is day 4. What is today? Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday the 16th. It is a fantastic day. It's already about 65 degrees. At breakfast, it got down to a whopping 28 degrees. Talk about your cold inversion layer. So we were kind of disappointed. We camped right at Two Ocean Pass in very substandard campsites. So, but we passed a lot of good stuff up to this creek crossing. Well, where we make our return journey. Anyway, today we're headed up to Bridger Lake, right on the Yellowstone River and on the border of Yellowstone National Park.
Well, see, if you hit that water and it was deep enough, you come out walking on the water. I'll bet you.
You hear me scream again. Gorgeous.
Anybody know what time it is?
10:12.
It's 10:12.
Well, those guys were nice and chatty.
Yeah.
They were very nice.
Unlike the bitchy guys going the other direction.
It is 11:13 on Sunday the...
What happens when two horse trains meet each other? Who goes where?
But wait, there's more. Need to watch where I'm going. Taking the wrong path here. Uh-oh. There's some big rocks here. Careful, could be slippery. Shit, not safe yet.
I didn't like them as much.
Well, I really detest
It's 12 noon on
California
Sunday.
olives. And maybe it's, I live so long in Spain, and when I buy my olive oil to cook, I prefer Spanish olive oil.
I don't like the Spanish olive oil.
It's about 12:35, 12:40 Sunday.
There's still snow behind us. Yeah.
This is Whirlpool. This is Whirlpool Creek.
Oh, it feels so good. Yeah.
Here's the engine.
I'm just wondering if I got to cross it again.
Well, we're following the Yellowstone River. And we're almost to the bridge just below Bridger Lake. And we think this is the ranger cabin. He's got a little fence over here. Sorry about that. Trying to twist around here. It looks like there's the bridge over there.
This is going to be fun, guys.
Mid thigh on who?
Oh, no.
On that,
6'7". Like a damn mule going in there.
All right.
This has got a photo up.
Sure it is.
It looks like I'm the only one that had a crotchal situation.
yeah, we kept heading upstream to look shallower. But there's little fishes there. All kinds of little fishes.
Isn't this great? This is a historic moment. Give me 5. Good job. This is a historic moment.
Historic moment number 1. Number 2 is we go back across it.
Yellowstone River. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Do I have... Yeah. Are you guys okay? Dad, you good girl. Yeah. It is 4 p.m. on Sunday, August 17th, and we finally made it to Bridger Lake. Found a nice place to camp right on the shore, but it was a difficult getting here. There wasn't any trail. Looks like the area had been burned out and then replanted pretty thick. But we love our campsite. Right now it's a little bit too windy. We don't know if we're going to have a fire or not. Right now, it looks like not. Now what are you going to do? Good morning. Breakfast time at the beach. Today is Monday, the I don't know of August. Gunny, what time is it?
2 till 9.
And what's today?
Monday.
The
17.
17th. So yesterday when I said it was the 17th, it was not.
How'd you tell I?
I don't know, maybe it's 18th.
And good morning, Bacon Daddy and Blades. Now we're all up for breakfast. Got down to 35 last night.
Felt like it.
And we're at Bridger Lake on the border, southern border with Yellowstone National Park. Today's still Monday, the 17th of August. That's the Yellowstone River right there. We've moved our campsite in the event that we have a second 0 day here. Bridger Lake is that way, past Gunny's tent. But we found this grassy campsite here with a fire ring that we're going to set up in and hope the horse guys don't come back. And if we want to stay an extra day here, then we'll have a primo site for swimming. Yellowstone River, getting ready to jump in, try to wash some clothes, get a bath. Yes, I'm still here. Hi, Mama. Yellowstone River here. I'm in the deep end. As deep as it gets. I'm sorry, no swimming here.
Why don't you take a seat there, sit down for a little bit. Get some scrub. I want to do my hair. I forgot to do my hair.
Okay.
You ready?
This is the view from our campsite. It's amazing, or as Gunny would say, phenomenal. Just got back from washing up in the Yellowstone River. Wow. What a view. What a view. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and everything's going pretty good right now. Let's just hope some horse wranglers don't show up and fight us for this spot.
Yeah, I am.
Well, I hope you're a better student than I was. He tried his damnedest to get me going.
Well, you know what I think I forgot to really impress. Keep your back cast high. Don't go the whole way back. Just keep it high up. Sometimes I'll low sidearm cast. Yeah. Taking a little walk down the Yellowstone. Go around, get down here, see if we can see the east side of, or west side of Bridger Lake.
Standing there, but that's not going to work. Sunk in 4 foot of mud.
This little side creek, we believe it's coming out of the Bridger Lake. So Kathleen and I are hiking down the middle of the Yellowstone, just south of the park border in the Teton wilderness, looking at the rocks, looking at the fish. It is really awesome. It's just like walking in one of the rivers in the Grand Staircase Escalante, except it's wide open.
with beautiful mountains behind us. This is really a treat. I can't believe how wonderful this is. The water is crystal clear. It feels fantastic, and we're having a great time. We believe that is an obsidian arrowhead. Uh-oh, we better find a more shallow side here. Waiting for my hat to blow off. Getting whiskey, there goes the hat. Well, we're almost back to where we jumped in the river. Kathleen has been finding a fantastic variety of rocks. She's a hobbyist geologist, and she has found some fantastic. I think she even found a rock with turquoise in it. But I tell you what, this hiking down the river is truly the highlight of my trip out here. This is the Yellowstone River in the Teton wilderness on the southern border of Yellowstone National Park. What a fantastic way to spend our 0 day up here.
You rolling?
Yep.
Woo.
What Bacon Daddy is trying to do is light a magnesium shavings fire using his little kit that he's carried around in his pocket for the last 37 years. He's able to make sparks. So now if he can just continue to do this, we can cook over his sparks. And Bob continues to spark.
Afraid we'd never survive.
Ooh, Mama just slapped Daddy at the dinner table. So Bacon Bob is still trying to figure out the right angle to spark his pile of magnesium shavings. Oh.
You can't bend over that far.
So the problem now is that he can't bend over that far. So Bob is now trying to light his hat on fire and see if he could start a fire by lighting his hat. It's a cloth hat, so he might have better luck.
Oh my God, I'm laughing.
All right, he's going to take his hat, put it in the fire with little shavings.
A lot of shavings in your hat, honey.
He's trying to show us how an Indian would do this up here on the Yellowstone in the Teton wilderness just south of Yellowstone National Park.
Splitting meals. We'll have enough.
The Hiawatha tribe of the upper Yellowstone used to do this technique until the fur traders
Came up with matches.
it went out again. It's like I got some kind of damn time limit or something. Well, here's our campfire that Bacon Bob got going using his little magic trick.
Yeah, why don't y'all just step around, go around. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 18th, and today is day 6 of our 10-day Teton wilderness trip. And the bridge crossing the Yellowstone was out for repairs, but we snuck across it this morning so we didn't have a waist-deep crossing. The engineers were off duty at 8 o'clock in the morning, so we went for it and snuck across the bridge. Anyway, it was cold again last night, and got down to 37 during breakfast, but mainly it was around low 40s until the thermal inversion. So it's another beautiful day. Probably be in the 80s. It's clear sky. Got up last night, spent an hour taking photographs of the Milky Way and the Big Dipper, and then the Milky Way not just on the horizon, but straight overhead. So we'll see how they come out. Anyways, we started hiking early today so we could kind of beat the heat, which is really, really hot in the starting around noon. So the group is taking off like a rocket. They've moved out ahead. See you later. Oh, we are headed to the Continental Divide and Two Ocean Pass and this great campsite that we passed on the way to this place.
To the right, we're shallow. They're damn near dry.
Well, now I can't feel my feet. Woo.
Okay, we're at Camp 6, which is the grassy knoll about 1 mile to maybe 3/4 of a mile just north of Two Ocean Pass, where we were 3 nights ago. And we finished having dinner. Didn't take us very long to get here. In fact, we got here around lunchtime, so we got here a couple hours earlier than it took us to get up to Bridger from here. There's my tent. So we're going to head towards Enos Lake in the morning, and I hope for good weather. Looks like it's supposed to be pretty good. The whole week's supposed to continue to be really nice.
Where's his lens? What does it feel?
I can't tell I'm recording it, but where I put my eye is fogged up. Oh yeah, it's a moose.
Is one of them laying down? Oh no, they're just
two bulls.
Yeah. Ooh, they're side by side now.
There it is. How you see them separating the two of them. Their heads down and get ready to charge us. Looks like they're not going to charge us. Not even close. They're probably
They see us.
a good couple hundred yards away.
Where's the rest of them?
There's only two, maybe three, but
Oh, she said like 4. I thought it was
she got a
more.
contact.
It's a whisper. I'm down to 2%. Yeah, when I first looked out there, I thought there was 4 too. 1%.
That one to the right. Hey, there's one behind it. Got it or not? Oh, there you go. 2 side shots.
She could be up the hill already. She's pretty aggressive.
It's coming down in, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, there's the moose. There's my tent.
Look at the way they jump.
So much noise makes him nervous. Yeah, he wouldn't walk. He'd bound.
Yeah, that's usually the way mule deer run, kind of like.
Can't sing.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, 19 August, and we are leaving the Knoll campsite at Two Ocean Pass, and we are headed towards the junction to Enos Lake. We had a brief rain this morning, must have lasted 10 seconds, but this morning was pretty special. We were watching two moose about a quarter mile away in the field, and about half an hour later they were in our campsite. I mean, literally in our campsite, and you've seen the video of that. So that was pretty terrific. That was a special time. Anyway, we're having a great time. Everybody's got their legs. We're adjusted. We're moving out smartly, and we're looking forward to finding a nice campsite on Enos Lake. Okay, this is a creek crossing we just finished, but my GoPro froze up again, so I don't have anybody walking across it.
No evidence.
No evidence.
You just have to take my word for it.
Take Jen's wet feet as evidence. My wet pants.
You can have a lot of video of me putting my shoes back on, Phil. What's in the bottom of that, you think?
Hard rock.
Hard rock. Thanks.
Behind that stump right there. Right here. See this stump? Shh.
There's chickens in the front. Got a chick in front of it.
Oh yeah, it's got a little chick.
Catch it. We could eat dinner.
It's got a little chick. It's got a chick in front of it. It can't fly away. Go ahead, Mama. We're not going to hurt you. It is 12:50 on Tuesday, August 19th. And we are just above Lake Enos. Fungus, poisonous fungus.
I have like a little island in the middle. It's still really fucking far away though, guys.
No, it's just down the hill. 10 minutes. Look at all that area by the lake. It's nice and low. Camping. Very sweet. This is dried, so it's been there a while.
Some weird stuff in Lake Enos. We've seen the biggest bear poop I have ever seen. I should have taken a picture of it.
Big bear.
Are they behind you?
All right, we're coming down from Enos Lake, and we're looking for the trail crossing of the outlet of Enos Lake and this trail, which is the Pacific Coast Trail. And then we'll be looking to find the campsite. I think I had just started recording when it went off. We can hear that thunder.
Part of Wyoming is getting very, very wet right now.
All right, good morning. It's day 8 and it looks like we're tearing up camp, getting ready to go. Breaking camp. Is it tearing up camp or breaking camp? We're breaking camp. I'm still working on my second cup of coffee. Jen, wave. Wave. She's over there looking for squirrels. So it rained last night and we had a thunderstorm. It didn't last real long. But we had thunder off in the distance, which was amazing. So everything we've got is drenched and condensation is all over. So we're breaking camp, and like I said, today's day 8. We're gonna maybe make it up to the Clear Creek area. Short day, about 5 miles. And then look for water and a place to camp. Alkaline Creek.
I don't know. It doesn't have that green stuff in it. We're all gonna
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Yep.
Say good morning.
We could have had last night.
One of the smaller creek crossings. Here comes Bacon Daddy.
Alrighty.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 20th. Today is day 8. We've left our campsite on the creek that comes out of Enos Lake. Enos Lake, very alkaline. We are headed to somewhere the halfway point between where we camped and Turpin Meadow. We've got an altitude gain of about 700 feet today. And when we get up near Clear Creek, we'll start looking for a campsite. We had a short rainstorm last night, and the weather station is calling for thunder showers, but it looks pretty good right now. And it's already starting to warm up. It's only 10:30, but everybody's having a good time. Okay, we're in the meadow by what would have been camp 8 or 9. What camp would it have been?
I think 9.
Camp 9. But as you can see, it's very hazy. So we're only hours away from the trailhead, and we don't know if this is smoke or not. Every once in a while we've been getting whiffs of smoke, and so we're out of touch and we don't know if there's a forest fire going on somewhere. So we're just gonna gut it out and head on towards the trailhead. But I'll let you know if we had the all clear or not, maybe. Okay, so to end up the hiking portion of our little epic journey here, we're on the last mile to Turpin Meadow campground.
and we have a 1,000-foot drop in this mile. And this is, of course, when I pull out my GoPro, this is the only section that isn't zigzagging down. But anyway, I just want to stop in here and say this is our final section. It is 3:30 in the afternoon on day 8. Some people were pretty worried about what appeared to be a haze and the intermittent smoke smell, and that we would be better safe than sorry to go ahead and see if we could make it. It's going to be a super long day. It is really hot. It is 84 degrees and the humidity is about 50%. And we have seen bear cub and bear sign along with bear cub prints on this trail. So for a long time we were pretty worried and had the bear spray prepped and ready, but it looks like we haven't seen can you see down there in the haze? Or Turpin Meadow is down there in that haze. It doesn't appear to be smoky like we have on the Sierra Trail. I mean, in the Sierras, like on the John Muir Trail, but it's hazed in and it's really hot. And it doesn't actually smell like smoke. Alrighty, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this. Almost to the trailhead. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's that big hole right there. Woo! Oh.
Another easy trip out here in Wyoming, Teton wilderness area. Saw a lot of bear track, no bear, elk, moose,
Squirrel.
squirrels,
Moose and squirrel.
squirrel.
All right. We made it to the trailhead.